Speaking of conspiracies and how the world is perverted, I want to show just one more clip. I think this might be 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
You have a second, because I want you to weigh in
Yeah.
on this as we talk about how the perversion is everywhere, and it's going to lead, to the collapse of the entire system. Family, if you are enjoying this, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also support Dex Lattimore. He has a YouTube channel. I'll put his name and in his channel in a chat. If you desire to send him a donation or support his work as he is writing books to help liberate humanity, please send a donation to $DEXLATTIMORE. That's $Dex Lattimore. So one more clip, family, before we wrap up our conversation. I'm going to see if I can refresh the screen and let you listen to
Here are some brands that were found in the Epstein files. Life Touch, the brand that takes 90% of our school pictures and also facilitates JCPenney photos. Yeah, they've basically been giving our pictures up so it could be a catalog for these predators to look through so they could see what kids they want. 2, Chuck E. Cheese, the CEO, and now they're going to have a new one starting on February 13th because he decided to step down after getting caught. Wayfair was mentioned just short of 400 times in the files. So yes, y'all were completely right, and it was not a conspiracy theory when everyone was saying that Walmart and Wayfair are listing shoes and furniture at $100,000 price tags with the names of real children that were missing. It was not a conspiracy. They were really doing that. Victoria's Secret, Bath & Body Works, White Barn, and Pink. They're all owned by Les Wexner, and he is in the Epstein files. It's everyone.
She said it's everyone. What are your thoughts about what she said?
It sounds about accurate. Like, and again, it's been in our faces. This is what frustrates me, is that people have willingly ignored this information until they literally could not ignore it anymore. Jeffrey Epstein was arrested in 2007, 2008. And if I could have found out the information back then why was nobody else in the know? Probably because people didn't want to know. Even the pictures, like why do we have children models?
Ooh.
Why do we have child actors? Let's think about the music that the children, they make music for children talking about being in love. Why are you talking about being in love when you're 10, 11, 12, 13 years old? Why do they put children in movies that are rated R? You telling me that the child is not going to see the other scene that he's not in? But nobody cared to think about these things. And if you brought it up, they would dismiss it. Well, now you can't dismiss it because it's right in your face. And it's evidence.
You're talking about children being models. That leads me to one time I was talking to your brother, and I was like, we should put his daughter, my granddaughter, in some type of sport, gymnastics or something, ballet. He said, let my daughter parade around in shorts. Let her parade around in a gymnastic outfit where all her vagina's out and exposed and all her legs and arms. And I was like, you are so right. I didn't even do that for y'all. Why would I mention that? Can you speak to how we've been so conditioned to, put them in some activities where the girls can cheerlead for the boys with their little bitty shorts, and they can model in front of grown men with makeup on. Like, we can send our daughters to play soccer and high school and college with a bunch of men and grown women as the only chaperones, but not the parents. Like, what is happening to us?
These things have been normalized. And we have accepted these things as norms. And so when you say, you should put your child into cheerleading, it's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And we don't acknowledge the reality that they're parading our daughters around in mini skirts. It's literally insane. Like all of the female sports, with the exception of basketball maybe, but like the tennis, their skirts are so small that you can see everything.
Mm. Mm.
When they jump up and down, their skirts go right up. Perversion has been normalized.
Putting our little daughters in modeling agencies. My mother didn't allow me to do it. I remember when we thought about it, my grandfather said no, because when I was a child. But modeling age, when you think about it, you got your little girl in makeup, you got her swimsuit competitions. Like, what are we doing? I mentioned to
Perverting our children, literally.
I mentioned to the soul chat the other day that I actually talked to a young woman who's in the sex industry and asked her, how did it get to this? Like, you're prostituting and you're sliding down poles. People think that's entertainment until it's their daughter. Then oh no. But how did it come to this? Well, it started off doing modeling.
Yep, taking a couple pictures here and there.
Yeah.
And then they tell you, oh, you look good in that dress, but try this outfit. Try on this bikini.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if we're just putting our children in their hands, then we don't know what's going on.
We don't.
Right? Because they can slip something in their drink easily.
And that's exactly what happened to her.
And then once you're exposed to it,
yep,
now it becomes a lifestyle, just that easily.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The children, they're modeling, and maybe the parents might come initially and they think, oh, I can trust these people, these strangers, and they might not show up. And so you got an outfit on, they might say, oh, that's so cute, now drop a shoulder,
But it's again crazy because the pictures, the JCPenney pictures, the Balenciaga pictures, whatever that these companies are, we see these things. We see a 6-year-old child showing off her shoulder. Why have we accepted this for so long? That's the question I have.
We see the young women in underwear with all their genitals exposed in the underwear.
Insanity.
Yeah.
And we just accept it. It's normal. It's so become a part of our culture. And this is not culture. This is sick. This is satanic. This is ritualistic. But now the veil has been lifted. The scales have been lifted from our eyes and from our minds. But now the challenge is, what are you going to do? Because I can give you suggestions. I can give you all the answers, but what you going to do about it?
I took my grandchildren, your niece and nephew, out the other day, and there was a young woman that had a skirt all the way up exposing her cheeks. And then we went somewhere else because it was warm, and you got women walking around in bikini with thongs and all butt cheeks hanging out and breasts exposed, and laying in the sun with their legs open and or on their back with their booty cheeks out, or parading on the on the waters. We live in Florida, on the beaches, just gallivanting around. And I have to close my grandchildren's. We can't even enjoy the beach. We can't even go to the pool because these grown women think, well, I'm grown. You shouldn't be looking. They don't even care. They don't care about nobody's husbands, nobody's boyfriends, nobody's companion. They don't care about their own man who will tell them not to dress like that. They don't care about the children. Selfish. Sexualizing the children. Because you want to do what you want to do. Do as thou wilt. Don't care. But then they'll say, well, he shouldn't have looked. He shouldn't be looking at you. Got all your body. You're advertising.
It's literally impossible not to look.
In the 1940s, women weren't showing their butt cheeks and wearing thongs and exposing their breasts. The men don't walk out showing their balls. Just most of them in bikini shorts, all are cutting up their thigh and up their penises. How come they can swim with shorts down to their knees, but a woman can't?
And the reality is, talk about don't look. You want them to look.
That's it, that part.
Otherwise, you wouldn't wear that.
That part
You'd
right
wear
there.
something more appropriate.
Mm.
But again, the problem is everybody is so self-absorbed.
Yes.
We want so much attention, but we also don't want for people to take things a certain kind of way. But it's like, how are we supposed to take it? Like Dave Chappelle made a joke about something similar to this, about women dressing provocatively. And he said, okay, it's like a man dressing up as a cop, a police officer, and a person run up to them like, oh, I'm glad you're there, police officer. I need help. And it's like, what do you think? Just because I'm wearing this outfit makes me a police officer?
Deep.
Our women are literally saying this. Oh, just because I dress like a whore doesn't make me a whore. Really? What do you call? Because I'm still trying to figure that out.
It's called freedom, liberation.
Yeah, right. Whoredom. You're free to do what thou wilt. Do everything. No discipline. This is where we have come in this world and in this country. Discipline is shunned upon. Freedom, liberty, the ability to do any and everything is accepted. But again, we don't know where that comes from.
Where does the philosophy "do as thou wilt" come from?
It was I can't remember the guy's name, but he was a Satanist.
Aleister Crowley.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do what thou wilt. And Jay-Z wore it on this. Even the Jay-Z's company that he had back in the day, Rockefeller. Sounds quite disturbing, if you ask me. Because why would you rock a fella?
Oh, I never thought of it like that. Wow.
They put it in the names, they put it in our faces, but people don't want. And if you say that, they're like, "Oh man, that's crazy. You're thinking too hard about it." Oh, so you're telling me that they didn't think about that? Nobody in the room, when that man suggested that idea, said, "You know, that's a little weird." You know, somebody might down the road say that this is strange. Yes, Alex, go say what's his name again?
Aleister Crowley.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What were you saying?
The video that mentioned that the first video that you showed of the guy talking about how they would put pregnant women on plates in this thing.
Yes.
They have celebrity galas where they have representations. They'll make a cake, a humanized cake, and eat it, cutting it up. And it's like, how sick, first of all, are they? And secondly, are we the people to just openly put it in our faces? We accept it as normal, or even if it's not normal, oh, that's just Hollywood being weird. You think they don't do that in real life when they turn off the cameras?
Yeah, they do. And in order to, and not just entertainers in Hollywood, right? In order for a lot of these people that are professionals to excel, that are part of secret societies, they had to do the same thing. Am I correct? Or chose to do. Either had to do or chose to do.
I wouldn't say had to, because you didn't have to join the organization.
Oh.
It is a choice. Free will. We all have it. So going back to the beginning, good and evil exists. And it exists in all of us. And then here's the interesting thing, right? It's so easy to criticize a billionaire for all of the things that they do. But the funny thing is, or the irony is, poor people have limitations. Poor people believe in God and pray and all of this. And only because you don't have the finances to do some things. But the same person, everyone watching this video, what would you do if you had $1 million?
Okay.
It's easy to say, oh, they're sick, they're disgusting. But before they got their money, they probably said the exact same things about the people in power. But when you're poor, when you have limited funds, you have limited access. So you can only do so much, right? You can only afford to get so drunk. You don't have Diddy's money to where you can get so drunk and so intoxicated and so inebriated that you would literally die if you didn't have a hospital company that put you on IVs and resuscitated you. But when you have money, power corrupts.
Right.
Because then once you have, the more money you have, the more discipline you have to have. Because you'll find that you become more of who you are and what you more of what you are capable of, because now you have access. So again, the good and the evil, we all have the choice. As you said a day or two ago, choose ye this day. You can't say that you don't have. If you are an adult, then you have a choice. And if you have children, you better stop giving them so many choices.
Oh, okay.
Because the interesting thing is, nowadays we just let our kids do anything. We allow for the children to have boyfriends and girlfriends in middle school and think nothing's going to happen. And even worse, don't mind if things happen. Some of us, some of them, because it ain't us. People got to examine themselves.
Speaking of choose ye this day, thank you. I did do a video on that, and I was talking about how we all have choices. And in this reality in which we're going, while everything's being exposed, you can't say I was blind, I was dumb, I didn't understand, I didn't understand, I didn't know. If you're interested in looking at that video, you can go to my live section of my YouTube channel. Here it is. I say choose ye this day. We all will be forced to choose. I put forced in quotations because it's really not force. It's you actually have opportunity to choose 3D or 5D, good or evil, lack of discipline or discipline. It's all up to the individual.
Absolutely.
It's all up to the individual.